Welcome to the Dowden Podcast. I'm your host, the official CRG, and today is our last episode for our psychedelic series. We'll quickly cover the past 2 episodes and then discuss my personal opinion on psychedelics and even cover some current studies and tests that are going on right now in today's society. If this is your first episode, I highly recommend clicking on our psychedelic episodes 1 and 2 so you can learn a little bit more and have a better understanding of psychedelics as a whole. But if you've already listened, then let's quickly cover 1 and 2. In episode 1, we explained what psychedelics are and covered a little history about it. And then in episode 2, we talked about 5 forms of psychedelics and their positive and negative effects, plus where they originated from. But to dive deeper into it, there are hundreds of psychedelic studies being done right now as we speak. For instance, Johns Hopkins has their own psychedelic study center, and it's actually backed by $17 million worth of research and amazing researchers and doctors. One of Johns Hopkins' main goals is to find innovative and beneficial treatments using psilocybin. Some previous studies by Johns Hopkins showed that psychedelic treatment with psilocybin relieved major depressive disorder symptoms in adults for up to a month. And now, in a follow-up study for those participants, the researchers report that the substantial antidepressant effects of psilocybin-assisted therapy given with supportive psychotherapy may last at least a year for some patients. Another instance, Dr. Frederick Barrett is a researcher at Johns Hopkins, and his research suggests that with controlled psychedelic substances, there is a potential to alter the entire brain for a period of time and thus provide relief from its negative emotions that cloud the mind. Capturing this controlled relief under the right conditions, psychedelics may have the potential to treat a wide range of mood and substance disorders. So many people, just like Dr. Frederick Barrett, have lifelong studies and beliefs that with the right care and supervision, psychedelics could greatly benefit people with certain disorders, and genuinely so do I. Now, although I'm not a doctor, I've done enough research and talked to enough people who've done psychedelics that you can benefit greatly from them under the right conditions. As of right now, I believe psychedelic studies are coming back, and soon we'll learn and know things that we couldn't even imagine. Anything from mental disorders to diseases. Soon I believe psychedelics will come around and have a major positive effect on today's society. Today's quote is by 365 Mentality. You can follow them on Instagram. Today's quote says, "Missing out on temporary fun to build permanent stability is one of the best things to do." So with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And this is the Dowden Podcast.